Every CIO I speak to today is being asked the same question by their CFO. Why is our cloud bill going up every month? And if you are running Oracle Cloud, OCI databases, applications, you already know this is not a simple problem because it's not just about usage. It's about visibility, control, and optimization. Now, here's the challenge. You know there's a waste. You know there are inefficiencies, but you do not want to take a risky step that impacts performance. So instead of large transformation, what if you could run a 30-day pilot and see actual cost reduction in your own environment? That's exactly what I am going to break down. Let's start with the most important question. Is this even realistic or just another promise? Based on what we have seen across multiple Oracle environments, most organizations are not overpaying because of pricing. They are overpaying because of how resources are being used. For example, you provision infrastructure for peak demand, but most of the time your systems are running at maybe 40 or 50% capacity. You create storage and backups over time, but no one goes back and clears them up. Database workloads evolve, but configurations remain the same. So slowly, silently, costs keep increasing. And because there is no continuous optimization, 20 to 40% of cloud spend becomes waste. So, yes, reducing 20 to 30% is not aggressive. It's actually correcting inefficiencies. Now, the next question is, where exactly do we find these savings? Let me simplify this because it's not magic. It comes from fixing very specific things. First, compute. This is usually the biggest cost driver. Most environments have instances that are either oversized or simply not being used efficiently. When you right size those based on actual workload patterns, you immediately reduce unnecessary spend. And the second is storage. Over time, organizations accumulate a lot of unused volumes, old backups, redundant data, and because storage feels cheap individually, it becomes expensive collectively. Cleaning this up alone creates quick wins. And the third is database optimization. And this is critical in Oracle environments. Many systems are running inefficient queries, poor indexing, or not leveraging autonomous capabilities, which means you are paying more for performance than you need to. And finally, licensing and configuration alignment. Sometimes you are paying for capabilities or configurations that the business is not even using. When you combine all of these, you are not cutting costs randomly. You are removing inefficiencies systematically. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If these inefficiencies are so common, why haven't they already been fixed? And the answer is simple, because most organizations treat optimization as a one time exercise. They do a review maybe once a year, make some adjustments, and then move on. But cloud environments are dynamic. Workloads change, usage changes, business needs evolve. So, optimization needs to be continuous. And in most cases, there is no ownership of that process. Support teams are focused on keeping systems running, not reducing cost. Large vendors are focused on service delivery, not optimization outcomes. So the inefficiencies just continue month after month. Instead of trying to solve everything at once, the smarter approach is to start small but focused. This is where the 30-day pilot comes in. Think of it as a controlled low risk optimization sprint. You are not changing your architecture, you are not disrupting operations. You are simply asking in the next 30 days, how much inefficiency can we remove? And this works extremely well for CIOs because it does not require long-term commitment. It gives measurable results quickly. And most importantly, it builds confidence before making bigger decisions. Let me walk you through how this actually works in practice. In the first week, we focus on visibility. We analyze your Oracle Cloud environment, understand usage patterns, identify cost drivers, map workloads. At this stage, we are not changing anything. We are just understanding where the money is going. In the second week, we bring in AI driven analysis. This is where things accelerate. Instead of manual reviews, AI identifies idle resources, over provisioned instances, cost anomalies, optimization opportunities. Now, you are not guessing anymore. You are working with data. In the third week, we start the execution. This is where quick wins happen. Right sizing compute, cleaning up the storage, optimizing database performance, enabling automation where possible. And most importantly, these changes are controlled and safe. In the final week, we measure results. What changed? How much did we save? What improved? And then we deliver a clear roadmap. What can be optimized next? What can be automated? What should be architected long term? Now let's talk about AI because this is what makes the pilot powerful. Traditionally, optimization required manual analysis, Excel reports, delayed decisions. With AI, you get continuous intelligence. It can detect unused resources in real time, predict usage patterns, and recommend action instantly. So instead of reacting after costs increase, you prevent inefficiencies before they grow. That's the real shift AI brings. At the end of 30 days, CIOs typically walk away with three things. First, actual cost reduction, not estimates, real numbers. Second, better performance and efficiency. Because optimized systems do not just cost less, they run better. And the third one is clarity. You now know where your inefficiencies are, what needs to be fixed, and how to move forward strategically. That clarity is often more valuable than the savings itself. So, if you are looking at your Oracle Cloud bill and wondering where to even begin, do not start with a big transformation. Start with a focused 30-day pilot. See the results, build confidence, and then scale. If you would like to explore how this could work in your environment, I'm happy to walk you through it.